They use that for Florida. But we're gonna be in the desert. Welcome.
A Rosen
As the
blooms
Cardinals
in the
take on the
desert.
Redskins.
It's the coach. This is week
Here
one of the
on
NFL on EA Sports.
the
Coming up,
new
we'll see
season.
the debut of the
The
number 10
season opener.
overall pick in April's
These
draft,
aren't your
Josh
Kurt
Rosen
Warners.
from UCLA.
Cardinals.
As his
These
Cardinals
ain't
take
your
on another team with a new
Sam
quarterback,
Bradford
Alex
Cardinals.
Smith, and
Along
the
that live.
Washington Redskins.
These are
We'll be
also
back for a
not
look around the NFL at
your
halftime.
Carson
But
Palmer
first, let's get out to the desert. Standing
Cardinals.
by,
These
another
are
couple
your
of
Josh
dry
Rosen Cardinals.
fellas. Here are Brandon
They're
Gaudin
new and
and
improved.
Charles
Defense
Davis.
is going to dominate. Offense is going to have fun.
Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. A
Let's
moment
get it
ago,
done.
this Arizona crowd was on its feet. The defensive starters, led by perennial All-Pro Patrick Peterson, were introduced. And they've got a tough one on their
Game
hands as
one.
they'll square off with the
See what
Washington
we can do.
Redskins.
So Paul Richardson
With Charles Davis, I'm
going
Brandon
at it,
Gaudin.
man.
Charles, you look at this
Paul
Cardinal team as
Richardson.
they get ready here. And I don't think
Looking
from what we
nice.
saw down on the field before the
Fresh
game,
off a
there's
new
any
contract.
doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to
Kickoff's
play.
coming,
Meanwhile, for
man.
the
This is
visiting
looking great.
Redskins,
Look at the stadium,
early
the
season
atmosphere.
tilt. And when it's
Cardinals
early
are home.
season tilt, should be
It's
ready to
our
roll.
time to shine.
Let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in
Preseason,
yet, and
all
both
the work
teams
put in,
eyeing a
all
really
the
good
things.
start to get things going.
No more
Ready
training
for
camp,
practice,
no
for
more
training camp,
exhibitions.
that's all.
The 2018 NFL season on EA
Enjoy
Sports
raw.
is underway.
Woo!
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25.
Alright, let's get out on the field
So out come
and
the
show them
Cardinals
what
now
we're
for their
made of.
opening drive.
It's Josh
Brought out
Rosen.
by the rookie making his first NFL start. Much
Expect him to be
anticipated from UCLA.
mid to high
Here's
80s,
Josh
if not
Rosen.
90s,
When
by
you
the
think
end
of
of the
some of the most
season.
successful quarterbacks in
So
Arizona
that's going to tell
Cardinals
you a
history,
lot.
you think of guys like Carson Palmer, Kurt Warner, Jake
And like
Plummer,
I keep saying,
but none of them began their
I
career
believe
with the Cardinals.
he is the
They would
best
like to have their own homegrown guy. Could Josh Rosen be
quarterback
that
in
guy?
that
They drafted number 10
draft
in
class that just came out.
2018. They're looking forward to watching him develop.
Let's see what we can do.
They go play action here on first down. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. 13 yards on the
The
game's
first pass,
opening play.
13-yard completion to Bryce Butler.
It all came together
Woo!
there.
Give us
In-breaking
that
route,
first down.
drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trying to get this running game going. I know O-line is extremely aged. Let's do. Oh my gosh, Ryan Kerrigan. It's gonna make us.
That's going to go as a loss
He's
of
gonna.
6, and it'll set him back for second down.
He has
You know
elite
what?
instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
Let's see what we can
Sometimes he
do
lets a
here.
missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to
Pass interference. Good call.
However, we
Good
do
job,
have a
John
flag
Ross,
down.
getting the
Let's
interference
check
call.
in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
On Josh Norman.
So the contact came before the
All
ball
right.
got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great
Sorry
receivers.
how it
They
was
have such
scripted
great
in
body
practice,
control,
guys.
and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
You best believe.
Now a play fake here on first
was
down.
scripted in
Going
practice.
deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked it off.
Ooh,
He had a chance
tough.
to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And the big boys up front in
There's
the
an
trenches.
old
What do you
offense
think of
line.
the O-line,
I think the
Charles?
youngest person
I love
that's
them
there is
because this is a
Wolford.
group that's so cohesive. They know what the man
Liking our
next to them is
weapons,
going
huh?
to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Alright,
So after the incompletion on first, now
let's see if we
second
can
and
actually
10.
move the ground. You know, with David Johnson.
On second down, Johnson. And he's gonna find his
Nice!
way forward
We
here
found
for
a
a
little
nice
hole.
gain.
I mean,
It'll be a
it
pickup
wasn't
of 5, and that
absolutely
leaves you with 5
diabolical,
more.
but it was
3rd
5
and
yards.
5 now. And
We're
the
working
big
on
need
it.
from the
So
D-line,
Deion
we'll
Payne,
see how
Jonathan
they do
Allen,
today.
Matthew
And I'd hate
Adonis.
to be an offensive lineman
I've
having
seen
to
those
deal
from
with these
Sneaky.
guys. They
Looking
come
pretty
in
good.
hungry, mean,
That's a good
and
linebacker core,
confident.
too.
They think that no one can block them.
Nicholson and Dunbar, I'm not scared of.
And
Norman
on
and
third down, a nickel formation
Stranger,
here
maybe.
defensively. On play action,
So,
Rosen.
say hello to Fitzgerald.
And he's got Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And
Still
inside
involved,
the 20
baby.
before he's brought down.
Still
First
involved.
catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first
So yeah,
down.
it's looking like Josh
And a nice start there
Rosen
to the
is a
aerial attack
shotgun
to pick up the
quarterback.
first.
And I think
But,
preseason
you
is
know,
officially
why
over
not?
now. Getting into the group.
He's going to be sacked.
That's
back at the
Swanger.
23-yard line.
Ugh.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're
Okay.
already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this
We
situation.
get 3 yards.
They're almost conceding with 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out
This
of
running
that.
game is
Tackle made there by
crazy,
Zach
guys.
Brown.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
See if
He's
David
definitely one
Jones
of the
can
better
score.
linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's caught by Butler over the middle. And all the way
Nice
down
Butler with
inside
the first
5
down,
to the
baby.
4.
We're really
Able to
moving the
convert on
sticks.
3rd down, and that sets
Oh,
up a 1st and goal.
looking good on
Pretty
this
solid
first series,
start for the
guys.
rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Really
Able to have
good.
some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around
I
a
gotta
little bit,
watch out
find
for
open
Kerrigan.
receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue
I'm
to
not
grow
risking
because
this.
he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Oh, yes, I am.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen.
John
Josh
Ross,
Rosen put
touchdown.
that one in the
Woo.
trophy case, his first
Rosen to
NFL
Ross.
touchdown
Woo.
pass. And they're
Looking
able to
already
strike
pretty good.
first here on their opening drive.
I couldn't risk the run game. I mean, you see how effective it is. It's not very effective.
Contained you are in your emotions.
We did enough to keep him balanced, though. Nicholas kind of looks like a beast, though. Kind of like that big-bodied safety.
He's got to be so excited to have that first taste of success in the league.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Nice way to kick off the regular season. With a
Point after,
touchdown.
right
The
down the
rookie.
middle. And it's now a 7-0
Mark
game.
at King kicking field goals. I love it.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
The defense.
Set now to kick
Better
this one
get
away,
ready for
and
Alex
off it
Smith.
goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run
So,
back here. This will be a touchback.
I remember
and it comes out to the
correctly,
25
wasn't
yard
Josie?
line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field.
I don't know.
It'll be the 14-year veteran leading him
Who's
onto the
the
field.
linebacker?
Alex
'Cause doesn't
Smith
one
making
hurt?
his first start here as a Washington Redskin.
And despite another terrific season from
No,
Alex Smith in Kansas
not
City,
in this
he knew,
defense.
Kansas City knew from the moment Patrick Mahomes was drafted, this day was going to come sooner rather than later. Now he goes to Washington and replaces Kirk Cousins. Two different
Khalil
quarterbacks.
Mack,
Kirk Cousins a little more
part
of the
of that
freewheeling sort.
McDonald.
Alex
Him and
Smith
Aaron
more
Donald,
deliberate,
but
more
McDonald.
controlled, but can still throw that dagger pass downfield.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And a quick look at Washington's
O-line's a
offense.
mess.
Jordan Reed's coming off
Trent
an
and
injury-plagued
Sheriff are
season
it.
that set him back and held him to just 6 games.
Not really
Washington's
afraid of
got
this
him
offense, to
He
tell
got
you the
back to his
truth.
2016 Pro Bowl form. That made him one of the most dangerous tight
Jordan
ends in
Reed's
the game.
good.
And in fact, when
Richardson
he
and-
runs routes, it's often equated to a basketball player with a great crossover move. A lot of guys just can't stick with him.
Again, a run with Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down.
Look
at
at
the
that
line of
takedown,
scrimmage.
guys.
No gain on the play
Dude,
there,
that
so
was
doesn't help. Now they're
explosive.
looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
So Donald, Willis,
And the
Dunlap,
11
Hankins
defensive
in there.
starters for Arizona.
So we
And
know
defensive
Balaga
tackle Aaron
isn't
Donald,
starting.
when you evaluate
They'll
him,
let
you're
him
looking
dance a
for
little bit,
flaws.
though.
You can't find any. This guy has the ability to single-handedly
The secondary's
take
where
over
it's
a
at,
game.
though.
Wrecks it inside, outside. You can't run it against him, and good luck trying to throw it downfield when he's in the face of the quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Alright, so they got
But
the
not
first
before
down.
reaching the
19 yards.
45-yard line.
We
A
had
gain
him
of
too.
19 and picking up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum.
Let them get too far.
Could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, King, what the heck? Celebrating a first down for them?
Show that he's right.
Are you still reminiscing and actually making a field goal, dude? I don't know what that was.
First down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hassan Reddick.
Here's Smith now on second down. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Okay. They're making this defense look non-existent, guys.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy of starting games like you're shot out of a cannon.
They have Jamal Charles, guys.
Methodical here in this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start.
Yeah, we had him for a second in preseason,
but now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Needed to get him. I can't believe we got Khalil Mack, though.
Now Thompson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right
around the 26. He should not have gotten cut. The Bengals are
aggressive
dumb.
Defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Okay, the first quarter goes to us Cardinals.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend.
We drove down the field slowly and methodically.
After this timeout.
And then defense didn't let up yet.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers.
Honestly, I'd rather have no bend either.
Satisfies.
They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
Smith's 4 for
Plenty of
4
things to talk
already.
about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive.
5
How
for
about
7.
how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
It's Alex Smith's first touchdown pass as a Washington Redskin. As they are now on
Richardson's
the
the first one to score on us. Okay.
And they use that height on the outside.
Let's get back out there.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around?
Got 2-yard game, man.
No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field.
Nice, John Taylor.
Returners as well because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he returns it into territory down the 45-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Real quick. What happened, you potty? Okay, just muscle cramp. Wait, who tore their groin? Was it tore or pull? Eric Quanjo. Ari Quanjo.
A quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Oh, that was Doxson.
Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz.
He wasn't ready to come in. He's not ready to come in.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has. Able to play the run and the pass so well.
Here comes Campbell left. Wait, it's my Jaguars. May I add again?
Well, that play was over before it even got
missing
started.
a big
Thanks
right
for
end.
nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a
What
very
did we do?
difficult third
We went
down
out
call
and
now.
got Campbell. Come to think of it, both of our DMs are Bengals. Bengal imports.
Third and long, it's Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Doxson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And we got Randy tackle, Giant, former Colt. Cardinals secondary, other. Well, Boston's a Cardinal now.
From the left
So
hash,
Cardinal
chip
secondary,
here.
linebacker, one of them. Raider import. And 49er import.
Good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Butler, Fitz.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a
Bengal
touchdown in that
import
situation,
was
right?
off.
Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here comes Josh Rosen and the Cardinals offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now
Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, try that again.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended
6
their
of
last
11.
drive. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
We saw everything we needed to see right there. Timing, anticipation, and accuracy. And when Josh Rosen throws a slant, if you're the receiver, get your hands up. Otherwise, the ball's going to stick right between your numbers in your chest.
23 yards on the play.
Over 100 yards.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Warning.
A reminder coming up at the half. We hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in week 1. So do not press that skip button. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Him by a
On
mile.
3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be
Marched on the
careful.
field.
You got to keep it
Got
away
a
from the
field goal.
defender. But you also have to give your own guy a
Let's
chance.
start that game.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Redskins making their way out. Last year a fairly quiet 7-9. Now the big change, of course, for 2018 here. Exit Kirk Cousins. Enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get health there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We didn't mean to break you, Crowder.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of
Here
the
I was
season.
just talking about the heavy hitters. Oh, he's going to the locker room. That's not good, man.
Now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first
That
half.
means Richardson and Doxson are the starters. Ha. I'm sorry, man.
On 1st and 10, Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan
Hankins.
Coming up the middle.
So 98 and 99.
For a loss of about 9.
Yeah, I know they're not Cardinals, but that's an honor to Big John Henderson and Marcus Stroud.
But gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Smith throwing on 3rd and long. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage in the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Who can run faster?
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen.
Honestly,
he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
We have 2 heaps.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's John
injured.
EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
No, it wasn't
All right,
boxing.
Brandon,
It was
thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with 2 teams that shared
Broncos and
for
Seattle.
many years, as Seattle pays a visit
Wilson
to Denver, and it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter.
And Wilson's
The Seahawks
dominating
looking for the
him
win
and
on the
Baldwin.
road in week 1. From there, let's go to Carson to see what's happening with
Chiefs
the LA
and
Chargers.
Los Angeles
And they trail
Chargers.
the visiting
Oh,
Chiefs
my
in
Chiefs.
that one.
No.
The Chiefs are gonna
Mahomes
get
is
off
the
to a
real
hot
deal.
start, and a road win would help them do just that. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis.
Cousins.
And they were victorious in
Dalvin
that one
Cook,
over the
though.
visiting
Honestly,
San
let's be
Francisco
honest.
49ers. 24-3
Come on,
was the
Garoppolo.
final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So on the
see if
desert,
week
we're
1
still.
fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back
So let's
underway in the
see.
second half. And no run back here.
I'm
This
kind
will
of
be a touchback, and it
itching
comes
for
out
a
to the
turnover,
25-yard
guys.
line.
I mean,
Out
what do you
comes
think?
Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Let's get the
They have a
first
chance
turnover of
to
the
break our
season.
tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
Okay. How's Crowder doing? Ruptured disc. Oh, that's not a good one. He's done for the year.
Give them an advantage to move the
We
ball
took him
downfield.
out for the
Let's
year.
find out what they have dialed up.
It's Richardson's
You can see
Redskins.
the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch
No,
and
that
catch,
counts a
but you and
turnover.
I both know that they have planned for this
We're
and
nobody
worked
even
hard to
down
make
to
it
gate.
happen.
Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Donald with the
So Charles,
presser.
tie game here. What are your keys as
Smith
we
went
continue
to
play this second half?
I know
McDonald's.
people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're trying
Ended
to
up with
in the game
half
of
a
football.
McDonald's
Who's gonna block better?
burger.
Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And that's holding on the offense. But
Well,
we're
they
declining
completed
it
the
because
pass,
it's
but
good
lost
like that.
yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Smith. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Crap.
And
We
he's
had
taken
them on the
down,
ropes,
but not
guys.
before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They run it here with Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing
Buda
yardage on the
Baker.
play back at the 46.
Buda
They lost 6
Baker.
there on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do
Buddha
the
and
same
Dion,
way
aren't
you've
they
been doing
both
it the
from
entire ball game.
Washington,
Maybe
but
change up
different
some
colleges?
blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense.
That's how we do it.
And see
Contest
the ball
the
coming out of the
catch.
quarterback's hands. Guess
Come on,
what?
D.
Creates a lot of
Let's get
confusion,
it done.
kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed.
And
he'll get it
did we
down
force
on the
another
play to
field
the
goal?
37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short.
Missed field goal.
And we will remain tied here in this third
Okay.
quarter. So it's his second miss of the game.
Isn't having a good day.
This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead.
Kind of
and
at the
they're counting on you
mindset
to put them in front.
to
And
not run at Kerrigan.
There's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys
We
down.
wanna.
Now Johnson. And they went the wrong
Who's
way there.
that?
Losing yardage back at the 43-yard
Nicholson,
line.
huh?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he takes this one down.
No,
right
Fitz.
near the 30. Now hang on, Fitzgerald
He's
shaking
better.
up
He came down with
apparently.
the ball, though.
Remaining down on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Oh, that's not good. Who's in the slot now?
Rosen off the play action. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Oh,
and a big turnover
gee.
there as his guys will get
okay.
the
So
football
people
back.
down like 5. Well, I'm just threw another pick. That was a clean pocket, though.
After the interception, here's Smith. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the
And the
end zone
defense
loose.
scored.
And this will be gathered up in the end zone.
Dion
And that's a
Buchanan, baby.
defensive touchdown.
Dion Buchanan.
So
The
many
defense
times, tight games decided by
made
one
a
big play. A
statement.
lot of times
Boys.
it's the offense here, it's the defense coming
Who
up
forced
huge.
it?
And you know head coaches
Who
walk around
forced
locker rooms,
it?
walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche,
Mac.
but it applies here.
Oh, he's been hit with the McDonald. And then Buchanan scored. Won't put us in.
Now the
'Cause
extra
we're not
point
risking
try
Fitz unless
forthcoming.
he's ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a
The
17-10
defense.
score. So not
That was
only the
clutch.
cough up, but
And they were
the
just
pickup
warming
on
up,
the other
guys.
side, the scoop
Oof.
and the score the other way. The fumble return
Yeah.
for touchdown. And you can bet they're
Someone
preaching 2 hands on the ball
needs to
here as the
tell the
kicks
South
away
fans to
following that
wake
fumble return.
up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This
I'm
will be
afraid to return
touchback,
kicks,
and it comes
guys.
out to the 25-yard line. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And that one blown up
Willis.
as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's
Dude, that running game can go home.
The Redskins on third down.
Send that running game
50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third
it
and
ain't going
11.
nowhere.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Out to the left here to Reed.
And Boston.
Right at the 30 here. The completion
Fourth.
good for only
That's
6,
3 and
and that'll bring up fourth.
Let's see if we can waste the clock.
Target, but I think it was almost like a check
Get
down
Rosen another
situation,
touchdown.
wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with
That
first and
wasn't
10
my
deep in
fault.
their own territory.
Good punt.
They'll try to get the offense going
Carrion.
with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Arizona.
Did you see that,
76
Ross?
yards.
Josh Rosen read the defense.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's
He
gonna
saw
end.
the
How about the way they
safety
field
come
position
crashing
there?
down
A nice attacking
and
play.
said
They picked up
Ross
a
is
heck
going
of
to
a
be
chunk of
wide
yardage.
open. Ross almost scored too. I was actually kind of surprised
So on
that
the other side of the field
Norman could
now, it's
catch it.
first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. His throw caught. And
Knocking on
the
the door, guys.
Inside the 5 to the 4.
Knocking on the door.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rosen. And that is caught.
Butler
Touchdown,
with the touchdown.
Cardinals. Bryce Butler from 6
Yeah.
yards away. And the Cardinals now holding on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer
That was
and the
nice.
receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps
Wasn't
before
looking
you go on the
great
slant.
after that one.
In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch.
One
And
more
the
good
score.
stand by the
kickoff
defense.
unit is out on the
Maybe we
field,
score
and they
again.
will send this one away.
We may be able to get some backups experience today.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big
They're
score
running it
away
now.
from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this
actually.
offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Clean sweep.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Butler.
Back now here on EA Sports.
Final quarter. So far, it's our game to lose.
Smith on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch.
It's our game to lose, guys.
Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Smith. That is caught inside the 5.
Hope
and
that
he's
was
going to be
holding.
taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now we've got whistles here before the snap.
Jump off
Is
sides?
this on the Redskins? I think so.
Or is that Trent?
Start. Offense.
The left tackle, Trent Williams, guilty there.
It was Trent Williams.
Out of the gun, Smith. And the tip there
And
altered
Mac
the ball
said,
flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Batted that boy down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert.
That was Brian Quick, guys.
Sets up a first and goal. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
We gave up another touchdown late.
Jordan Reed.
But guess what? Time for the offense. Go back out
so
there.
So the lead trimmed down to
Slow
8
the game
as here
down.
comes the kickoff, and it's away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
That was
partner,
stupid.
I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend.
Literally batting down an
friend.
incompletion.
Yeah,
they called it a fumble, and it went in the end zone. That was a fluke.
Sammy sideline and use him well.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball.
Hey, Buddha, careful. Careful.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet.
Yes, I know you're better than Doxson. Be careful.
Right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Washington.
They just got lucky.
Chris Thompson, 58
we had him on the ropes.
yards.
We let him
now
back
the
in.
Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things
what
better for an
happens
offense than a back who's a
when
complete
you talk
guy
about
who can
bringing
run
in
it
backups
and
in the
catch it, and we just
NFL.
saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Well, you look kind of funky.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near
That
the 42.
might have ended the
And they
day.
will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
I'm gonna stop trying to go all
He
out.
steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Larry's back.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
These are the fastest man alive.
That's speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. The 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. There's the first NFL catch for a name to remember. St. Brown.
Big receivers, it's tight ends. Boom, and it worked.
Equanimous St. Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I don't know if that was Scott or Brown. I think that's... I don't even know, man. Who was that?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
On Justin King.
A look.
No, I'm not sure who just scored. Who's number 86? It's Brown. Nice play, Brown.
Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Smith now to throw. And he bats it away, and it
Oh
falls
my
down
gosh.
incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Everyone's got four down. Now let's go. Hut.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
We need to get out of here. We're home. Let's do this.
Four down. Check. Leopard. Hut.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start.
Good
It's
job,
a win
Justin.
here in week 1.
Wasn't a gorgeous game.
And partner, this
didn't
first week, this first game that we get to
I
call
can't believe we let
together,
him almost
so
come back,
special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game.
Negative
It's just nothing
30
like
rushing.
it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cards, that'll be a happy locker.
Okay, before we end it, and we're making sure we have the expert scout. Boom, boom, boom. And Reddick is ready. I meant to do that on pass coverage, but I mean that works too. And, you know, it's not really realistic. But our running game's not working at all. So who's gonna light a spark? There's no way we're gonna get Le'Veon. I mean, what's it gonna take? How interested are you? Oh, too big of a cap hit. Okay. Okay, Kamara. How interested is this? Whoa. Here. Have David Johnson. And I'll take out my first. And I don't want Lion. I'll give me that. And Pat Pete. Yeah, no, it wasn't that close. David Johnson. Larry. At first. You don't even want Larry. So here's what I'm trying to do. It's risky. We're really gonna gouge the Saints. I mean, it's really possible. So yes, I realize I just got rid of Larry Fitz. You know what though? I can get Kamara. Probably for that. Oh shoot. And now David Johnson, Pettis, and next year first for Michael Thomas maybe. Lattimore. So not as easy as I thought. Can I get these back? Pretty much. Or not. I mean, how bad do they want David Johnson though? Sydney. You don't want Sydney? So Lattimore. And David Johnson. Okay. This is taking longer than I thought. Who has the second one? Wow. Not very interested, are they? Well, that's not interest. No. The Lions. Or 16. Did I get rid of Pappy? Not yet. One. Who has two? There's the Broncos, right? Peterson. Wow. Literally nothing else I could do. Unless they like a Dory better. Wow. There's no way this works. Yeah, that's what I thought. That'd be like... Wow. Here's what I want. Now this should work. I'm hoping. They don't want Peterson? Not even close. Okay. Wow. Let you guys know if I make this trade. Bye. And peace.